Before we get into the video, real quick shout out to the pistachio nut. It's an underrated nut. A little pricey, but you know what? For that extra cost, you get more. They're delicious, high in fiber, and great for portion control because you got to shell them. I mean, you could go the way of getting them pre-shelled, but then you're already paying a lot for pistachios. Then you're even paying more for them de-shelled. Go ahead, take the extra second to de-shell them because, you know, fat fucks like me would wolf these down if they were already shelled. So this slows me down. I highly recommend them. Highly recommend them. Okay, on to the video. What is up, low heat sneakerheads? Today, I have a pair of high heat. The rare pair to come across my hands. I'm very excited to open these. Here's a little hint for you. Ignore my unlotioned hands. These are not soft hands, they're rugged. Manual labor goes into these. Not really. Not really. But they're not soft. Doesn't it freak you out sometimes when people have ultra soft hands? It freaks me out. These are medium usage hands. Okay. Before everyone clicks away, appreciate you tuning in. You could have watched, there's a million videos on these already from various people. Thank you if you happen to stumble across my video. I appreciate you, and if you're still watching at this point after talking about my hands and lotion, thank you for tuning in. And while you're tuning in, if you could do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button, that would be much appreciated. Greatly appreciated, because I'll talk about my first shoe unboxing on this channel, and now we're at this point, and I have 750 subscribers, which is kind of wild. So, I mean, that didn't happen overnight. You know, it's taken over a year plus, but nonetheless, I never thought I would have that many subscribers. So yeah, if you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. That'd be most appreciated. Okay, now into what you're all here for, the unboxing. All right, little drum roll for suspense. Again, we don't get high heat on this channel very often. When we do, we gotta appreciate it, celebrate it, drink it all in. Also, may I add, why you're watching this, why you should watch this, why you should care about my unboxing and review, because this is an authentic pair. This wasn't seeded to me. I didn't get this through back channels, back alleys, the dark web. I worked hard with these manual hands. Not really. A friend did me a favor and stood in line for my raffle ticket on these. I'll talk more about that in a second. But these are an actual just pair for a normie sneakerhead like yourselves. All you watching, live vicariously through me. If you got a pair, big W's to you. If you didn't, live vicariously through me. I'm just a normie who got a pair, so that's why you're watching this one. This isn't seeded from some sneaker store or anything like that, or from Union. So here we go. Get the package slip out of there. Okay. The unboxing reveal of the box. Now that's some sweet packaging. Airplane ticket. Love it. Different than these, as you can see, the past Union boxes. We'll get into some of these in a minute. Well, just a little flex. Again, this is a low heat channel, so it's not all that often I can flex a little. And most people have millions of pairs of shoes, rare pairs, yada yada. So I had to take the opportunity to flex just a little bit. So here we go. We have a Union LA ticket. This is the passport pack. We can touch on the story here a bit as we look at this packaging. This is a throwback to the days where Chris Gibbs and the team would go. He would source shoes from different regions of the world that were exclusive to those regions, bring them back here, sell them at the Union store. Back before reselling was even a term, back before StockX and the internet too much. I mean, the internet was around, but before reselling was in its heyday, he would cop pairs that were exclusive. For example, the Pistachio ones, which we got here, Midnight Navy, and in size 11.5, these were $150. Nike Dunk Low /U for Union. Okay, I'm going to continue with the story. We'll go into some of this stuff in a minute. So yeah, he would go other regions, cop pairs like the Pistachio Dunk High from the early 2000s. I think it was a Foot Locker exclusive I read in Europe. And then bring them back. They're going to be doing 2 other pairs, as you probably already know. A nod to the Argon Blue Dunks, which were hard to get over in the States. I think there was easier time getting them over in Japan and Asia. And those are the ones I really want. And then purple pair of Dunks. Those will both be coming out in March. So this is an ode to him flying to different areas of the world to cop sneakers, bring them back to the store, and sell them. So very cool here. Very cool packaging. I like the storytelling. Storytelling is important. You can retro shoes or just make a cool colorway with virtually no story, but it's always more fun when there is a story behind them. So I think these are now each shoe pertains to a certain city that Union has their flagship stores: LA, New York, and Tokyo. So I assume they started here, Union, LA, with the Pistachio Dunk. I assume the Argon and the purple Dunk, the Marina Blue and I don't think it's Marina Blue. The blue Dunk and the purple Dunk will be for Tokyo and New York. So this is the LA one, the Pistachio one. All right. Before we dive in, I mentioned the price. These were $150. Normally Dunk Lows are what, $100 for general releases. Certain collabs or SBs can go up to 125, 130, 120. So this is a high price point, high retail price point for a pair of Dunk Lows. Nike trying to get in on some of that resale market that's taken a big bite out of potential profits. They're raising their prices. I'm sure material costs have gone up in this day and age, yada, yada, inflation. But yeah, okay. Now we're however many minutes in. I'm sure some of you are like, get open the damn shoes. You know what? You can click forward in the thing. You can slide forward. Anyways, here we go. That's some... Union always does a great job with their paper. We'll see some others really quick here, but they always do a great job with their packaging. So, shouts to them. So you have the Amsterdam punch tag there, ticket with, I think, are these dates of significance potentially? Very cool. Nike collaboration 2021. These were supposed to come out last year, I think. Complex did a great article, interview with Chris Gibbs. Go check that out. That's where I got some of this information from. Ta-da! There it is. There it is. Sheesh! I love the feel. Right away, aside from the look, I love the feel of these. This is a ripstop material on top that they use, and underneath is leather. If you go to that Complex article, you can read that they were going to use the Nike Nexkin material. You find that on some of their shoes. It's this similar to this ripstop. It's translucent, a flexible material, thin material, but it wasn't behaving properly, and it would have had to bond to the leather, defeating the purpose of it being kind of tearaway or customizable, or that you can cut it away. So they didn't want that material to be fused to the leather, so they switched to a ripstop. So there's a little tidbit for you. Cliff notes on that article, if you will. But I like this super shiny reflective swoosh. Can you see that? That's kind of dope. And it's got the mesh material on the inside, so that you couldn't tear away. So you can tear away all this checkered ripstop material, but you can't tear away that. So that would be there no matter what. So that's cool. You got your ticket baggage tag here. Very cool, thick cardboard, perforated here. You could take your baggage stub. My accent came out a little bit there. Baggage, sorry about that. And you got the, so let's go over some, here, I'll pull out the other shoe really quick. Sick, right? I mean, right away, you know this is getting a high grade. A little spoiler there. We'll go over some details. First, you have the Union logo right there, and this in a recent interview or a post, Chris Gibbs revealed that this can, you know, multiple interpretations of this, but from a skater to a b-boy, but also taken from inspiration from Sidney Poitier, the late great actor, and a pose from, I think, Raisin in the Sun. So that's dope. A little tidbit that Chris Gibbs revealed. So that's a really cool logo and kind of a plastic material on the heel there. You got the Union LA tag that they've done on their other shoes. That is returning. You have the loose strings. You know, Sean's done that. Sean Witherspoon's done that on some of his shoes. I'm not... Sometimes the perfectionist in me, I'm sure some of you don't like this. I like whatever the designer intended. So as long as the designer intended for this intentionally, and it's not just a miss on the quality control team and just the quality of the shoes, I'm fine with it. But it does look like a mistake a little bit. You have the same material on the tongue here, and these are not SBs, you noobs. Any of you noobs watching the video, these are just straight SBs, so it's not a thick padded tongue. That being said, they are kind of designed kind of with that skating in mind. The video that they did, it's on their website. They did a release video for these. You know, someone's skating these, of course. You could skate in them for sure, but they're not SBs. So thinner tongue, more like a regular dunk tongue. You got the same logo on the inside. This material is different right here. It's not a fabric that you typically see on the liner, which is cool. I like this. I like this type of material right here. If you can see that. It's not the pilly type material, and it's not, I don't know what this is, but it's a very soft polyester type lining. And then you have the icy blue, kind of semi-translucent outsoles. All white midsole, not an off-white, not a cream. So they didn't go like vintage, which is interesting. Finally, in a time where the vintage-esque or faux vintage shoes has been really popular, really in, and this is a throwback to old dunks, they definitely could have gone in the direction of making a vintage-esque dunk. That's, you know, what they did with the Jordan 1s. And they could have totally gone in that direction. I think they would have been a hit also, but I like they took a different approach to it, a different swing. They are making an homage to older dunks, classic dunks, but at the same time, they didn't just go back to the same formula of like, oh, let's make these vintage looking. No, they did something new, and I appreciate that. So they might have been dope. That's a dope concept to, like, you know, take the pistachio dunk and make it, you know, all new vintage, but they didn't. So yeah, and they come with a secondary pair of laces, blue laces. No 3 laces. I think the blue would be dope in here. I think I'm gonna switch these out, lace swap them, and put the blues in. I'm feeling the blues on these. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. There's their comment for the video. Yeah, so higher retail than most. How did I get these? So I was lucky enough, shout out to my buddy Connor. I was out of town for the LA raffle, in-store raffle. So he had his girlfriend get a ticket with him, and then they sent me that ticket, and I signed up with her ticket in my size. And then I ended up getting the shoes, of course, and Connor did not, unfortunately. So F in the chat for Connor. Everyone F in the chat for him. Check him out. I'll put his Instagram in the description. So shout out to him and his girlfriend who sat in line for raffle tickets, and I came out the winner. And then to only, you know, I'll now reveal it. This is my first pair. I will be getting a second pair because I hit on the online drop, the first come, first serve online drop. Quick hands for the W. I sweated it out. And it was a 4-minute wait in the queue. And I was like, ooh, this is right on the edge. And luckily was able to get to the checkout, purchase, and they immediately sold out afterwards. So I got in just in the nick of time. So I got 2 pairs of these coming. I don't know what I'm going to do with a second pair. I'm definitely going to wear these, but I do really, really like the blue dunks. The homage to the Argon dunks. I really like those, so I think I'm going to maybe sell one of these to get those. So that's how I cop these. Again, shout out to my buddy Connor. F in the chat for him. I'll try these on now. These are dope. I'm going to go through and rate all these Union shoes in a minute here, so stick around if you're still watching. I should have done that. I should have teased that at the top. I forgot to tease that at the top. Also going to give my rating here at the end once I try these on. So stick around for that. That's like content 101. You know, you got to tease, get people to stick around throughout the video. I didn't do that. Now half of you have left and stopped watching. That's not great. Still learning. Always learning content creation. What do you guys know about, look at these. Look at the socks I wore for these. What do you know about Raleigh Fingers? Brewers Raleigh Fingers socks. I think the perfect pair of socks. Stance, throw me a sponsorship. Even though I don't have 1,000 subscribers even. Ooh, those look icy on foot. I think these look better on foot than they do in hand. Or in pictures. Those here, let's make room so you guys can see these on foot. Yeah, look at that. Those are dope. I'm gonna put the other one on. I like these so much. Let's see these. Jordan 4s, not that comfortable. I'm sure some of you know that, but those who don't know, Jordan 4s are not that comfortable of a shoe. So yes, let me know in the chat while I'm trying these on. Let me know in the chat which of the Union Dunks you're looking forward to, which color pair you're looking forward to. I really like the pistachio ones in hand. I think I like the blues even more. We'll wait till I get those. Hopefully I get those. Hopefully I hit a W. Good luck to all of you watching. Hope you get some W's on these. Wait for March. That's when they'll drop. But I think I like the purple least of all. So I might try to get the purple pair for my buddy Connor, since he was able to help me get the W on these. We'll see if he's good or not. See if he behaves. Make him sweat it a bit. So yeah, look at how dope these are. Those are pretty fire. I'm stoked. Okay, now let's rate all the Union collabs. We'll first go with, we'll do a quick rundown of the Union collabs that I have and rate them based upon what I actually have. So I've been very fortunate with the Union drops. I live in LA, so I have a little bit of an advantage with any sort of LA exclusive releases or raffles. So there's that. But I think, first of all, I don't think this will come to any surprise. First, the best of the best would be the Jordan 1s. I was able to cop these off their raffle, and I stood in a very long line to get these. Made my mom wait at the airport and Uber to me because I was still waiting to get these, and it was worth it. It's a good story to tell now. At the time, she wasn't happy, but she was visiting, and I made her take an Uber to get to me near the drop because I was still in line. It was during Thanksgiving. She was coming to visit. So these are the first, still unworn, still dead stocked. I will wear these eventually. Very expensive pair of shoes now on the secondary market. Like I said, they always do amazing packaging. This paper's cool. I'm trying to preserve that. This would make a cool poster, wouldn't it? So these are the best. On to the second best pair of Unions that I have. I think, well, these now, I think these might be the second best pair. Let's see. These in comparison to these. These are special because these were the first unboxing I did on my channel. Check that video out. It was a while back now. It was over a year ago. And probably the video's cringy AF, but these are clean. What do we like better? That's tough to say. That is tough to say. I think I like these better by a hair. The Guava Jordan 4s. Sick shoe. So I think these I like second best. We're going to immediately, I'm not going to beat around the bush, putting the Dunks at number 3, the Pistachio Dunks at number 3, and then we're going to put the Desert Yellow at number 4. Now with these last releases these and these dunks, they're definitely keeping with the go outside theme, encouraging that, which I think is dope. And then they got Cortezes coming up. So yeah, in total, what do they have? They have, I think the Jordan 1s are first. The Jordan 1 Storm Blues first. Then the Black Toes second. Then the Black Toes second. Then after that, I think the Jordan 4 in Black Noir are third. Then fourth, I think, are these. These in fourth. I think the Black Noir actually edged these out. In hindsight, I wish I would have tried for those. In fifth, I think it comes the blue dunks. Then sixth, the pistachio dunks. Then I think comes the taupe Jordan 4s. Then this desert yellow in sixth. Seventh, I will say, is the purple dunks. Eighth would be the guava zooms that they had to do. The Jordan brand's like, hey, you need to do these if you want to keep doing collabs. And then fifth would be the deltas, the deltas in Black Noir. And then we got the Cortezes coming up. Who's excited for the Cortezes? Let me know in the comments if you're excited for those. Some new colorways kind of got leaked. I am not a huge Cortez guy. I wish they looked better on my feet. That's the only reason I'm not a huge Cortez guy, is they just look funny on my feet. But I'm definitely going to try to cop a pair, keep the union streak going. So now let's give a final review. Also, all of these really quick. Here's how I copped them. This in-person, in-store raffle. These in-store raffle. One's on foot, in-store raffle. These online raffle came much later. I got a random email like weeks and weeks later, an invoice for these. These were an online raffle. Got lucky, super lucky, and just late email. Online raffle. And then the second pair of these that are coming was first come, first serve online. This online raffle, though, it took a while to get the notification. So people were holding out hope. I was one of them, and I got lucky, got that late notification that I hit on these. So yeah, that's what happened. I think actually the first come, first serve, I hit on those before I even got the notification. I think these are, the first come, first serve dunks. And then I got the notification about the winning the in-store raffle. Either ways, whatever. I know this is just bragging to some people. Let's give these a rating. Let's give these bad boys a rating. All right. So let's see here. I love the colorway, love the collab, like the storytelling. So right away, I think we're above an 8. We're already above an 8. Do we get to a 9 with these? I think these get an 8.5. I think 8.75. I think if I get the blue dunks in hand and get to examine them, those could be pushing 9. Something like this. This is a 10. This is definitely a 9. This is probably a 9. These are a 9 also, but just barely. I really like these. I think these are 8.75. I'm giving these an 8.75. These are a 9, and maybe the blue dunks, once I have in hand, those will be a 9. All right, this has been a long video. I appreciate all of you still watching. Appreciate any subscribers who are watching. I have more Lowheat coming, and let me know in the comments what you think about this passport pack. I really dig it. Obviously, I give these an 8.75. I'm hoping to get the blues, but subscribe, and I'll be back with more Lowheat for sure, and hopefully some future high heat. All right, video bonus time. I forgot to mention, as I was talking about this outer coating of ripstop material, do you guys like that? I think, or would you prefer just to see the leather? I think most people would prefer to see the leather. That being said, they gave you the option with this being detachable. Are you gonna, if you cop a pair or if you had a pair, would you take this outer layer off? That is a definite question. Sometimes I just say things and throw them in the let me know in the comments. I really, really, really want to know, those of you who happen to be watching this right now, what you would prefer. The manufacturer, do you like this from the manufacturer and the design team, or do you prefer it just leather? And then if so, they gave you the option to cut it. Would you cut it? Are you going to if you have a pair? Really want to know. One benefit of this, though, one benefit I noticed, it's nice and spill proof. If you happen to spill anything on it, or you can cut it away if it happens to stain this ripstop material, and it kind of hides the creases. As I was talking and had these on foot, and I took these off right now, I noticed like, oh, did I crease these already? Doesn't matter. It doesn't even show up with the ripstop material. So there's one hidden benefit of these. Excuse me, choking on a pistachio nut. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you watched the end here for the bonus scene in the credits. I really want to know, and forgot to mention that earlier in the video. Sorry about that.